He's told me personal things about his career. I've told him personal things. If that nigga could come to me with a lie for content, nigga, like, that's my point. It's not about this discussion. Charlamagne's one of the best ever. Like, yo, if people say I lost the debate to him, who gives a fuck? It's not like I lost to Rory. What the fuck?
All right, y'all, Wordu's World back in the building, and something about Charlamagne's response to Akademiks just doesn't really add up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, first the inverse wire suddenly comes back after being offline for who knows how many days. And one of its first biggest stories is attacking Akademiks over Drake. Then you have this bizarre hip-hop media ranking that sounds almost exactly like arguments Charlamagne has made before. And when Akademiks brings up the AI accusations, Charlamagne suddenly has an explanation for what an aggregator website is. And the way he pulls up the definition also raises a lot of red flags for both of us, right? So is this just a coincidence? Is inverse wire really an aggregator, or are we watching a carefully constructed response to the Akademiks controversy play out in real time? Me and DiFran went live last night. It was a great live. I'll put the link for the full live in the description down below. Go and check it out. We break down this entire thing, basically. And once you start looking at all the details, it gets a little bit more strange. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get into it.
So I was going to go live tonight to talk about the Charlamagne Brilliant Idiots clip and talk about how clearly that was just like clearly orchestrated, right? Like just watching the video only confirmed how orchestrated it actually was, right?
Yeah.
But now somebody on Twitter before I got back home tagged me and said inverse wire is back. Inverse wire is back, and I said, "Hold on, click." I forgot who. Somebody on Twitter mentioned me and said inverse wire is back, and I said, "Let me see." And one of the first articles they posted was this right here. Akademiks has a Drake problem, and it's bigger than being a fan. So I'm not gonna read this. It's an 8-minute read, but it's written by the one, the only, Dalton Jackson, senior systems and culture writer.
It's a senior citizen right there.
August 22nd, 2026. The website was down, but now they back. And they first stories that they write about is 2 Drake articles, and then it's also a top hip hop list. We'll get to that in a second as well. You'll never even guess who's number 1 on their list. So I'm not gonna read this. Y'all can go read this. It's just like we'll just read like the sub of each thing, right? Access changes everything. He could call out rappers, labels, journalists. He could sit online for hours. The independence was the product. Then Drake started texting him. Then the access grew. Then Akademiks appeared. Like it's like a clear, like it's pretty much like a now Ak is compromised kind of like article. That's essentially what they are writing within this. The defense has become predictable. The OVO chain is not the problem. People focus too much on the chain. The chain is symbolic. It's not evidence that Akademiks is secretly on Drake's payroll, and there is no reason to make the allegation without evidence. The more interesting issue is a social proximity. Human beings protect relationships. We rationalize for people we like. We give friends context. Akademiks was already supporting Drake before he got a chain. So even like with a chain, to me, that doesn't even make any sense. Are you going to say the obvious? What's obvious?
As a person that uses ChatGPT.
Oh, I mean, it does give you
I
AI.
Openly, I don't give a fuck. I use this shit. This is clearly ChatGPT.
It gives
I can tell just by how it's worded and like the spaces in between. But continue.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. So even when you get to the portion right here with, hold on, what the fuck? Even when you get to the portions, right? Let me exercise some shit.
Don't pick your nose. Koala T's watching.
Oh yeah, my bad. Nose. Let me. I don't know.
Oh God, I'll flame that meat pie head ass nigga. Come on, bro. My ass nigga.
All right, Drake does not need a press secretary. Kendrick changed the relationship. The Kendrick battle seems to have intensified all of this. Akademiks has continued revisiting the battle and defending Drake's state of mind, including arguing that Drake was never emotionally defeated. Maybe that's true. Akademiks actually talked to Drake, so he possesses information most of comments do not. That's exactly the problem. He is simultaneously functioning as a commentator, a source, a friend, a participant, and a distributor of Drake's perspective. Those roles are not identical. Yeah, this is clearly like a AI situation.
I can tell by the spacing.
But the thing about it is, I don't know if this is now a troll. Like now I feel like it's been exposed, it's put out there. Now it's like a troll. Now it's like, hey, we know that y'all are looking this direction, so we're just gonna go all in, right?
Why does that thumbnail look like Bryce's thumbnail?
It looks exactly like Bryce's thumbnail. And you know what the funnier thing about
What the
this?
fuck? That stands out like way more than the other ones.
And
The
clearly
other
this is
ones are
AI.
regular
Like clearly
fuck.
this is AI thumbnail,
What
right?
the fuck?
The funniest thing about this is today Charlamagne tried to present that this is an aggregator website.
It's clearly not.
This is a website where they just take other people's articles and they post them on here, and then it's like, oh, that's what they're doing. It says at the top of the thing, inverse opinions for all. Like that's like literally the non-definition of an aggregator website.
Yeah.
So
And they would have
Then-
cited the source too if it was an aggregate.
these were all the new stories for today. Taylor Swift's new dog. Then they had this other one. Drake just appeared on Game album, and somehow nobody cares. That says everything about hip hop right now.
It sounds like a
And
very
somehow
opinionated
nobody-
article.
Somehow nobody cares. Written by Jackson Miller,
Okay,
culture
they
and
switched it
internet
up.
trends
Okay.
writer.
They
So
switching
now,
it up.
now Jackson's back to work now. They said, Jackson, we need you to clock in, buddy. With too much Dalton, now we need Jackson. So Jackson
Okay,
is
Jackson.
back at the wire. So the thing about this is, right?
It's all
10 years ago-
ChatGPT, bro. Like right there. 10 years ago, that's a weekend. Blogs everywhere, radio, debates. Like that part right there is just, you can tell that's ChatGPT.
Lyrics dissected, everybody waiting for somebody else to respond. Instead, the documentary 3 arrived on August 21st with a Drake feature, and culturally it felt like somehow someone threw a rock into the ocean already filled rocks. Bruh, people keep calling this a Drake feature. He said like 4 words multiple times, but like all he said was no breaks, no breaks, no breaks, no. Like that's all he
That's
said
it, yeah.
the entire record. And they act like
And
it's a
nobody
legitimate
cares. Like no shit,
feature.
nobody cares.
Why
Like,
would I give a fuck about that? Like that's not a Drake verse. It's not a Drake nothing. He's like Lefty Gunplay, like scary, spooky, hilarious, scary.
No, he's
spooky.
worse than Lefty Gunplay. Gunplay
like,
said
it's
more
like-
than he did. About
And
to
then
say.
they got a whole article about this and why nobody cares about
This
it.
shit is clearly ChatGPT. They're separated by sentences, bro.
And then even you know the thing, you know how you know it's like not a real person, because even like to put this much depth into the Drake situation and say features used to mean more when this isn't a feature. He's not
Like
doing
you had
nothing.
to have put
He
a
is-
certain prompt in. That's not just like, oh, I thought of this. You put a prompt in.
Because
Features used to mean more?
if a real person was writing this, they wouldn't even have this article in here. This part,
It
like,
wouldn't be structured that way.
a Jay-Z feature meant something. An Eminem feature.
Meant
Nobody
something.
even
Exactly.
classified what Drake did as like this feature. Like nobody would look at that like that's like a Drake on Yes Indeed with Lil Baby, him on Black Boy JB. Like this is not a feature. So the fact that they did all this for this like couple 5 words clearly just shows that this is all AI.
It's Drake derangement syndrome, man.
Clearly it's AI, right? So then, not only the Inverse Wire, they did the Akademiks post, they did the Drake one, they did the 50 Cent Ebro conversation, but it doesn't stop there. They did the top 10 voices in hip hop media ranked by more than clicks.
That's the only
Let's take a
thumbnail
list.
that looks
Well, they already
AI
got it right here. Who's number 1, 2, 3? So number 1, Dalton Jackson wrote this one as well.
Uh-oh.
It's not an aggregator. It's not aggregated. Dalton Jackson wrote this one. Hip hop
wanna see
media
it.
has a scoreboard problem. Views matter, subscribers matter, clips matter, reach matters. But if we're really talking about who matters, that isn't the whole equation. All right? There's a difference between attention and influence. And think about this portion right here, right? There's a difference between attention and influence. Just if you watch Charlamagne and you could recollect, whenever he talks about these lists, especially the hip hop media complex list, he always says this. He always says like, well, what about influence? Like, are they really influential? He literally always says this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch Charlamagne Tha God after these lists, like whatever new episode of Brilliant Idiots or whatever he does after the list come out. He's talking about the difference between the attention economy and having real influence. What real influence? I'm on the top media in general list on from the New York Post or whatever. This is literally like out of his playbook.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at longevity, reach, reliability, depth, judgment, adaptability, trust.
This
Like,
nigga
is
said
it-
trust?
Isn't reliability and trust the same thing, Dalton?
It is. It
It's like,
literally
isn't that literally like the same thing?
You could honestly say reach and depth is the same thing too.
The ability to survive being wrong, and maybe most importantly, whether the person behind the microphone is actually becoming somebody worth listening to as they get older. Because hip hop media doesn't just entertain kids anymore; it teaches them how to grow, teaches them how grown men behave, and that matters. So number one is Charlamagne Tha God, which
Shocker.
Wordu and other people call him Charlamagne Tha God.
Charlamagne Tha God.
He's number one.
Yep.
Number one.
You want to read the reason why they gave it
Okay,
to
let's
Charlamagne?
give their criteria why.
Let's give him his
Charlamagne
props, bro.
gets number one because very few people in hip hop media have remained relevant this long while continuing to evolve as a human being in public. That's harder than people realize. You can survive for years by being outrageous. You can survive by finding a character and playing that character forever. Charlamagne did something different. He grew. Radio, television, podcasts, books, politics, mental health conversations, comedy, interviews, business. Also, think about it like this. What legitimate like news person, and maybe my grammar is incorrect, but why would they put a period after every? I don't think a period.
ChatGPT.
A period. A period
That's how
would
the
not go
language
after.
works.
A period would not go after everything here, right? Like if we're gonna take Dalton Jack seriously, like a serious editor, a serious journalist. Like I don't think so. Like I said, my grammar might be incorrect here, but I don't think a period comes after everything. So whatever room the culture moves into, he finds a way into the room without looking completely out of place. That's reach. But what separates him and his poise, Charlamagne can sit across from somebody he disagrees with and still have a conversation. He could challenge somebody without needing every disagreement to turn into war. He could let somebody else talk. And most importantly, he could say, I was wrong. Oh my, the irony. The irony
That nigga never said she's
he
wrong.
did the video today on the Brilliant Idiots talking about the AI article.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Like,
irony is like very, very strong here, and it's kind of like
the
sickening.
fact that the Inverse Wire website came back the same
This has got to, like,
day.
at this point, it's got to be a troll, bro.
It's gotta be a troll, yeah.
Or it's got to be another psyop. It's got to be like, okay, guys, okay. Like, we put the articles out, right? Inverse Wire was a thing. Charlamagne quoted it. It backfired on us. Let's re-upload it and make it look so obvious that it's BS that they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this feels like they're trying to trick us again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's make it look so obvious that it's bullshit that they're like, well, nah, Charlamagne can't be down with this because this is at this point it's too clear that it's bullshit. So
It's an
I don't
aggregate.
know.
What is this an aggregate of? I want to know the original source of this.
Is this from the? This can't be from the Complex list because Complex had Akademiks number one, so it isn't aggregated from there. So
I don't know. I don't know what list it came from.
that's an underrated superpower. A lot of media personalities eventually become prisoners of their own opinion because admitting they were wrong feels like losing. Charlamagne figured out that admitting you're wrong can actually build trust. 20 years into this, he's more useful than he was when he started. That's longevity. That's growth. That's leadership. That's leadership.
That's longevity. That's growth.
That's AI. That's AI. That's Claude.
Oh,
Like,
they put Joe Budden at 2. Oh my god.
We'll get. I want to lead the chat out of this. We gotta get to the chat. Real
Shout out
quick.
to the chat, man. Shout out to Prince. Shout out to everybody, bro.
Carol said inverse
Shout
stream
out
trail in the
Cairo.
building. Boy, knew that 42 hat stank.
Prince Ali, Keith.
Inverse wire, very reputable site.
Our favorite
Yeah.
side is back, y'all.
Shout no bias.
We're back
Nah,
in
these
business.
niggas got to be trolling at this point. What the F? The dynamic duo, Steph Curry and Draymond Green. Who's Steph and who's Draymond?
I'm doing the dirty work. I'm fine with that. I'll do
Why
all
is
the
it
dirty
written
work.
like that?
I still got 4
I know
rings,
that
nigga.
42 hat smell like Gold's Gym locker room. Come on now, right? Ag was already big OVO to the death before the chain. They don't even try, bro.
They
I don't know why the first article sounds like Charlamagne's speaking pattern. It just feel like something he would say.
Yeah.
Like these might actually, if I read it, this might actually sound like Donkey of the Day. Cause I know
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He's reading from Donkey of the Day.
I'm not gonna
Like
say
he's
I'm
reading
not gonna
from
say
his
Chat
laptop.
GPT's a Donkey of the Day, but he definitely writes a Donkey of the
Like
Day.
he's reading from his laptop right now.
So it's like, I don't know, man. Prince is because they think all of us are dumb fucks who don't have any analyzation skills. Did Charlamagne write this? So everybody's like, okay. All right, Trill. We're stuck in the 42 hat. Yeah, Charlotte for sure wrote that with ChatGPT. This is crazy. Like, I get people are slow, but the arrogance to think that they are that slow is just wild. Inverse wire, whoever's behind it knows exactly what they're doing. They know the average person isn't that smart and won't think and ask questions. Shout out to Prince in the building. What's up, bro?
Shout out Prince.
Not this bullshit again. Can't believe this. Charlamagne Tha God think we done for real, for real. W. Wordu.
Salute.
Google inverse wire and they're not even on the first page. Nosy neighbor. Well, a real person is writing it. Dalton Jackson's just a fictional character. Okay.
I mean, that is true. Someone is writing.
Somebody's writing. Well, I don't think somebody's writing. I think somebody's
putting
writing
the
a
prompt
prompt.
in.
Somebody's putting the prompt in to ChatGPT. Right? They say Drake fans are sensitive. Meanwhile, the whole West Coast is losing over the game featuring Drake song. LMAO, this is a joke. There's been Drake features long before that didn't make it to the top 10. It's not like every single song he does has always been. That's what I say too. It's like it feels like a lot of people on Twitter too you have conversation with are like new to talking about music or understanding what's actually going on. When people say that Drake's stimmy, that didn't mean that every single person who had a Drake record had the #1 record. It just some of the time happened to be their biggest record they ever had.
Yeah, their
So
biggest
it's like,
record. Yeah,
you know,
for sure. Yeah.
This has to be a troll, bruh. Shout out to 04 in the building. Shout out to 04 in the building.
04.
Leonard is a habitual liar. Salute DiFran and Wordu. Rock Nation at it again. Ray Daniels said Rock Nation don't pay so much, so they either hired idiots or they underpaid workers. Send them a message. All right, that's a lot of chats, but I can't read every damn chat.
Salute to everyone in the chat, man.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all keep it going.
Get the likes
chat.
up, like the stream.
Likes up. Hype up.
Almost at 500 subs. Hey, subscribe to me, man. Wordu's World. I'm almost
Wordu's
at
World
500,
almost at
man.
500 subs. You ain't subbed.
My
up, go
views
sub
looking
up to
pretty
Wordu.
good for a nigga with less than 500. So, hey, I'm
Why is he doubling down
Going
like
up.
this?
Why is he double down like this?
Talking about Charlamagne.
Oh, yeah.
The title of the book is called Foolin' Fools. Shout out to Drake, man. Shout out to Big Dogs, DiFran and Wordu. Y'all go sub
Shout
up
out
to Wordu as
87
well.
degrees.
Let's get to it because I don't really care for the Joe Budden. Joe Budden's reliable. You know he's gonna show up. You know he's gonna watch the music. You know he's gonna know what happened. You know he's gonna have an opinion. That's power. Joe also deserves credit for something people overlook: discipline. This dude takes himself seriously. His business is organized. His show is organized. Presentation is organized. All right, cool. I don't want to read all this. Vlad is number 3.
No, I don't think Charlamagne wrote this.
People are gonna hate this placement. I don't care. Like, bro, no. At this point, no.
Nah, this isn't
seriously.
Charlamagne.
At this point,
It can't
Dalton Jackson got to do an interview, bro. At this point, Twitter, Blue Sky, somebody got to find Dalton Jackson. We got to get an interview.
You got to do an AI Zoom call, bro.
At this point, Dalton Jackson is one of the most influential people in hip hop media. We have to find.
I better
Dalton
see him
Jackson.
on the complex list for
Dalton
next
Jackson
year.
need to be number 10 next year on the complex list. His
God.
articles are causing so much conversation. He got to be top 10.
This is a video in itself.
He got to be top 10.
Vlad TV is crazy. Vlad over Ak? Nah,
Let's see what Akademiks said. So this is probably the controversial one. This was the controversial one. Akademiks has enormous reach. I'm not denying that. But I think people confuse distribution with depth. They are not the same thing.
They love using
Ak
that
has
word
mastered
depth.
an internet built around reaction. Something happens, Ak posts it, somebody responds, Ak streams the response, another rapper responds to Ak responding, now Ak responds again, the machine feeds itself. That's extremely valuable in the attention economy. So just think about that, right? Think about this.
It's good, bro.
Look how they framed Akademiks, right? Even if this could be accurate, Akademiks respond to something, they respond back, whatever. That's extremely valuable in an attention economy. So they're not giving Akademiks influence. They're giving he's just an attention. He's able to grab attention. Where did we read that at earlier? Right? Where did we read that at earlier? What does it say? What did it say? Where's it at? That's the difference between attention and influence. Right? Now Akademiks is the attention guy. So let's go back down to it.
DiFran doing the science. Okay.
Let's go back down to it.
On
But
the
how much of the
ChatGPT.
attention actually transfers? How much of the attention actually transfers? That's the question. A huge percentage of his audience is very young and grew up entirely online. These people watch everything. They click everything. They argue about everything. They could generate gigantic numbers without having gigantic purchasing power, institutional power, or long-term loyalty. A teenager whose parents still pay the phone bill counts as one view. A 42-year-old business owner counts as one view. The scoreboard says they're equal. Economically and culturally, they are not. And this is Dalton Jackson telling us what is like culturally whatever in hip-hop. But regardless, that's why raw view counts can become misleading. Akademiks has reach. What he's still developing is gravity. Gravity means people follow you because of you, not because you happen to be standing next to today's controversy. I feel like this clearly is like AI. And I feel like when they wrote it, they said, okay, let's put a reason why we have Akademiks, but let's also slander a little bit. Because, like I said, People like Wordu have been watching Akademiks for the past 10 years.
No, 16.
Okay, my bad.
I'm day
16 years.
Yeah.
Wordu's been watching Akademiks.
Day one chat.
So to act like he don't have people that have transferred over with him, to me, it's just like
it's crazy,
insane. And clearly, this is meant to be a subtle, like slight hit piece. Like that's what it's meant to be. So, and leadership requires another level beyond gravity. It requires judgment, restraint, knowing when to not humiliate someone. So now he's like a bad guy. He's evil. He's this. He's that. Knowing when to not to escalate something. Understanding that younger men are learning from you even when you think you're merely entertaining them. Ak isn't incapable of becoming that person. Actually, that what makes his position interesting. He's talented enough. He's smart enough. He's built enough. But he has to mature faster than the machine he's created rewards him for maturing. Because the algorithm rewards chaos. Leadership requires controlling it. If you can't see this is AI, bro, at this point,
$1 million worth of game.
and look how brief everybody else's shit is. Like, all right, you get a scroll. Drink Champs get a scroll. It is what it is. Cameron and Mace get a scroll. Rory and Maul are there. No jumper.
I'm not mad at the rest of the list.
Why is the bigger picture here? They're not even a show anymore.
Oh yeah,
Elliot Wilson 2 days ago just said, somebody said, hey Elliot, when's the bigger picture coming back? He said, it's not. Why is the bigger picture at number 10?
Well, got to update your sources, Dalton.
Dalton said this might eventually move much higher. Clearly, Dalton don't know what's going on in hip-hop media if he thinks that they're going to move much higher eventually.
And when did this article come out?
Today, the 22nd. And he said the bigger picture, whose show literally Elliot Wilson just said was canceled, this might eventually move much higher. The show's over. It's dead and gone.
It might move up higher.
Oh my God, this is.
I'm not mad at the rest of the list outside of that one, obviously. I'm not mad at the rest of the list, though.
The list is AI, so who gives a fuck what they even say?
I'm just saying, Dalton's doing his research, bro.
No, clearly he's not.
Dalton got it. He got the tempo on the culture, man.
Clearly he's not.
Yeah,
so anyways,
post on the culture, bro.
That's the gist of it, right? So Inverse Wire is back. They were shut down. And even before they were shut down, they didn't post a story. Think about it like this. They haven't posted a story since July 20th. That's an entire month. And even when they were still up and running, they didn't post a story for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
but it's an aggregate website.
It's an aggregate. Yeah, I forgot. That is true. It's an aggregate website.
Yeah.
So even think about if we're gonna. Well, you know what? I'm pulling that up. We're pulling up the Brilliant Idiots. Let's go to the Brilliant Idiots next. Because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
That was great.
Because it's like the point of it to me is like while I'm talking about is like we're in real time as fans of people, we're realizing that they're trying to say we're stupid. They're like Charlamagne literally thinks we are all stupid. That's what he's telling us with these things. Because even you got to also ask yourself, right? How did Charlamagne even find that website?
I think he said Lauren LaRosa, right?
I don't remember how he said it. I just know he said that she had the dossier. I don't know if he said that. That's
maybe Lauren LaRosa did the prompts. Who knows?
Maybe. But let's get to the
shout out Dalton though. What a great article.
That is crazy, bro. That is ridiculous.
He's giving us content, bro.
The fact that is what's going on is crazy.
And niggas gonna be like, "Oh, y'all are still bringing this up 4 weeks later?
Yes.
Why do y'all still care about this?"
Yeah, because I'm like, one of the goats is really pushes and thinks that's why I care about it. That's why I care.
Y'all still talking about this?
Yes, we are. All right, let me get to some of the chats real quick. Charlamagne Joe Budden, 2 Rock Nation employees. Y'all sub up, smash the like button. Come on, Charlotte. Come on, man. Share the live, clip the live, do what you got to do, man.
Shout out to Cap.
Wordu don't get that hat, no vacation. Okay.
I'm about to get another one on Amazon, too.
He has no choice but to double down. He doesn't, though. He doesn't. He didn't have to bring it up. He just kept not talking about it. DiFran, the way you're reading it make it even worse. This is funny AF. Lauren LaRosa need to reach out to Dalton Jackson. Yeah. Shout out Black TV, man.
Shout out Black TV.
Bro, they're hating on 50 Cent, too. Yeah, I ain't going to read the 50 Cent article, but there's a 50 Cent article as well. Because even in the academics article, I didn't go through the whole academics article. They even brought up the Rob Markman debate between him and Rob Markman that happened last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like, so Dalton Jackson knows about academics Rob Markman, but he doesn't know that the bigger picture is no longer a platform, an entity at all. He doesn't know that? Okay. Clearly AI, bro, this is painful. Dalton Jackson versus academics on brand risk. LMFL, the EHO website was something else. Now it's back there trolling. Dog Absolute Cinema, they're scrambling. We need Ack and Dalton on the stream. Reputable site. See the God always said, you are either of the people or the industry. He's been chose the
Very
industry.
true. Very true. He did say that.
So let's get to the brilliant idiots today. Because that's what I made a video about. I believe
watched
Wordu made a
the
video
full
about it.
episode. Yep.
Let's get to that. And let me know if y'all can hear it as well. Let me know if y'all can hear it as well. Let me make it big screen real quick.
We can't hear it. We can't hear it. Or I can't hear it. Can't hear it, nigga.
Oh. Why you didn't say you ain't say nothing?
I did like 2-3 times.
Oh, I hear you say nothing. Like you hear. I can hear it.
That shit probably playing loud as hell if you could hear me.
I can hear it. Hold on, why is it not playing? Let's pull it up. Hold on. Share audio. Yes.
And shout out to all my Drake guys in the chat.
Boom. All right,
Shout
can I
out
hear it
to
now?
Can act. It says Akademiks says
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
nobody cares.
All right, let's go back.
Some asking idiots, gang.
Hold on, one more thing. Would
got,
you like to answer to this?
Answer to what?
Came with an AI article.
Hold on now. Stop. Hold on. What does it say? Academics. Salute the act, man. Salute the big fucking act. It says Academics says nobody cares that Charlamagne was using AI. What was I using AI for?
The news thing?
Let me hear it.
Cares that Charlamagne Tha God came with an AI article. So nobody cares that Charlamagne Tha God came with an AI article to try to shift up the discussion and blatantly lie and try to just capture the goodwill of the people by trying to say someone's crazy. Now he has nothing more to say on the topic. Now he's talking about what Ray Daniels said. Fuck what Ray Daniels said. Numero uno's back here again. What about the fucking AI shit you brought up against me? Let's get back to that. Let's get back to that.
What AI shit is he talking about?
Now he
What's the AI thing?
I saw that he thought.
Bro, the one thing that pissed me off about, I hate that Schultz. Schultz, no, I watched your video. I need that Schultz back. I need the Schultz that was on Charlamagne's ass, put his feet to the fire. Not this. I'm a big time comedian now. I'm an actor now. I'm a Street Fighter. I don't give a fuck about this podcast shit.
Oh, I'm big time.
And I get
have
it.
flagrant.
He got 2 kids now.
Yeah, I've interviewed Joe Rogan.
He's making so much money off. They're probably this shit right here is peanuts in their money farm. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So they're just like they're checking in, they're mailing in. But I need the old Andrew Schultz back, not this pussyfooting around. He don't know what the fuck going on. I need the old Schultz back, bro.
That you brought up newspaper, like AI newspaper, or not newspaper, sorry, news reports about him.
AI news reports about him. Oh, yeah, they be spamming the fuck out of me with that shit. They talk about inversewire.com. It's like, Ack, you're smarter than that, my brother. Like, inversewire.com is a,
See,
what
right
do
here
they call it?
he's
It's called
thinking
an
about it.
aggregator site. You know that?
The thing
Right here, he's thinking about
No,
it.
the thing he's not thinking about it. It's an
motherfucking-
act. It's an act, right? It's a play. It's not. He's not thinking like, what do I say next? He already knows what he's gonna say. That's what makes it like. That's what makes it worse.
Aggregator site is? Well,
I want y'all to watch this, right? He says, do y'all know what an aggregator site is? Y'all tell me. If y'all pick up your phone, just watch how he picks up his phone. Do y'all think he unlocked his phone and typed aggregator website fast? Just watch. Do y'all think he did this legitimately? Or was it already pulled up?
let me tell you guys. I like teachable moments.
What if Mediaite is another one, right?
He's not even typing.
No, Media is not.
not
Media
typing.
does original stories. Aggregator site is a website.
Y'all think he pulled that shit up that fast? Y'all tell me.
I didn't even notice that.
Y'all think he typed in his phone? Aggregate. Come on, bro. Come on. You can't piss on me and tell his rating, bro. That shit was already on the phone. They knew.
Nah.
They already knew Taylor. Hey, all right, bring up the AI website, Taylor.
That's crazy.
Bring up the AI website, Taylor. We already know we about to. Come on, bro.
Yo, Charlamagne, bro.
Come on, bro. It's like, what AI website? Oh, that inverse wire. This probably would have looked like when Jordan was on the Wizards, man. Like you know how like you the greatest, and now you slipping. Now you ain't that no more. You ain't. This ain't the Bulls in '92. This ain't that no more, bro. This you on the Wizards now. This isn't even Jordan on the Wizards. This Shaq on the Celtics. Shaq on the Suns. Like this is like that level of like, bruh, you used to be a little bit more savvy than this. I don't want to replay it again.
Schultz and was like, yeah, it means, yeah.
If you're running your own
business, I'm gonna get premium. I'm sorry, y'all.
You need Symphony.
I'm gonna get premium soon. I want y'all to watch it again. I want y'all to watch it again. He's picking up his phone.
Bad work, bro.
And I want y'all to look too. Just the word aggregator or aggregate website. How much you'd have to type to pull that up? You got to go to Safari, all that. Do y'all really think he typed that in? Just watch.
Let me tell you guys. I like teachable moments.
What if Mediaite is another one, right?
Fingers are off for the type.
No, Mediaite's not. Mediaite does original stories. An aggregator site is a website that collects information, content, or product listings from many different sources and shows them all in one place. Instead of making its own original content, the site organizes data from other web pages so people can compare options easily. And common types of aggregator sites are news and articles. So there's platforms like, I think it's called TechMeme. They collect and summarize news reports from various publishers. So that's what the site inversewire.com.
You know what? Actually, let me do something real quick. Just real quick, bro. You can say what you're
even the way he said it, it sounded like it was a prompt that he put in on ChatGPT. Because like even the way he answered that, usually it'll give you like an example too, like of an aggregator site. Like how he was reading it, how it like every line was kind of spaced out. It kind of sounded like it was a ChatGPT prompt that he put in. So
if you go to Google right now and type aggregate website, or I'll just do aggregate site because he said site, so I want to be very specific here. Aggregate site.
No, I don't think that's Google.
An aggregate site can refer to an online content or data platform that gathers information from multiple sources or physical location, where raw construction materials like sand, I don't know why the fuck that's. Aggregate site. They just bring up construction shit when I type aggregate site. It ain't bringing up.
I don't think he used Google. I think he used ChatGPT. Yeah. I don't know what he put in for the prompt, but it was something to do with the aggregate website and give me an example. Maybe that's what he typed in. Give me an example of an aggregate website and give me an example of one. That's probably because the way he was saying it kind of sounded like
how ChatGPT would do it.
Yeah. And I know because I am a ChatGPT advocate, clearly. So yeah. Charlamagne, I don't know. Charlamagne the Clyde, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's like perplexity. It's a sad situation. Because even like I said, when we just looked at Inverse Wire, it's literally people writing their own articles. So it's not an aggregate website. And in my video today, I broke it down. I said, okay, if it's an aggregate website based on the Sydney place that he's claiming it is, the words will be the same. Because you can go on Yahoo News right now and click on a story, and it's gonna say like from The Onion, from The Root, and that's what aggregate is. What they're doing is not aggregate.
Yeah.
So let's continue, man.
Was originally published on theage.com, and it was also published on the Sydney Morning Herald. And those sites, at least theage.com is for sure. Theage.com is behind the paywall. So I think inversewire.com takes stories that are from behind paywalls and puts them up. And
so if you think about it like this, he's now saying that
this is very scripted.
They take stuff from behind paywalls and put it on their site. If that's the case, why would I put my neck on the line and claim this is a credible
for
website?
An aggregate website?
I would claim that Dalton Jackson is a credible. He didn't say he was credible, but he brought him up. Dalton Jackson, whatever. If it's an aggregate website, it's like.
I saw Axe saying how the site was taken down. That's probably why it was taken fucking down. You know what I'm saying? If you taking paid content.
No, Schultz, no. Why are you shaking? No. Why are you shaking your head? Why are you in agreement? We don't.
You know why?
From another site and putting it up on your site. then that's probably one of the reasons they would take it down. But what is he trying to say, that the article's not real?
Yeah.
Well, what?
And this nigga pissed me off too. I'm like, bruh.
I'm mad.
But the claim is that
there. I get it. I understand it. You got to get your money. I completely understand.
I'm mad. His name's Alex too.
I think Rock Nation made some fake article, and they're the ones that are pumping this whole situation.
It's on the Sydney Morning Herald. Act knows this. I've sent Act these articles before. It's on the Sydney Morning Herald.
And
why didn't you mention it during the pod?
No, but even think about it like this. For just this random topic, right?
And he mentioned Wall Street Journal. We never mentioned that.
Charlamagne already has the screenshots already in front of him. Like, do y'all really think he just
this shit's hella scripted. Now that I think about it,
for all this shit? Unless he has a folder in his photos that says like academics evidence or whatever the fuck. Y'all think he just found that right now? Come on, bruh. Come on, man.
The rapper, the crypto billionaire, and the Instagram mystery man. That was the Sydney Morning Herald. The Age.com. Hold on, the Age.com. You've seen that article.
I see quite a few articles.
I see quite a few.
Hold on, let me see. The Age.com, because I'm not talking about this shit no more, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Of course.
Hold on. The Age.com, the headline for that article was, what the fuck? The rapper, the crypto billionaire, and the Instagram. Yeah, it's the same story. The Age.com and the Sydney Morning Herald both posted that story. It's up on their sites right now. Matter of fact, put them in the put them on the screen.
I got you.
Put them on the screen.
But yeah, man, just give Ack a hug, bro.
That's my guy.
Yeah, come on, guys. Be friends again. Everybody be friends again.
Who's not friend? We just sat down and had a 3-hour conversation.
Be friends. Everybody be friends.
When I heard that just now, I thought that was AI.
Build apps.
All right, we're done. We're done.
You see how Schultz gave him absolutely no pushback?
No, 'cause he doesn't know. He's a movie star now. He's big comedian.
I low-key think he knows. He's actually tapped in pretty well with the culture. I think he knows. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Maybe.
He doesn't care. Like,
maybe. I don't know. Maybe, guys.
Because back then, you saw how he was back then. When it was Wax and all them, like he would have definitely be like, okay, where'd you get this from? Where'd you get that from? Like, okay, where's your proof? Like he would grill him. None of that shit no more. He don't give a fuck. So, shout out to Charlamagne Tha God, bro.
It's sad, bro. It's like